The SNL alum tells people exclusively about the mindset he channels to cope and free himself from public perception. Pete Davidson shared with people exclusively the truth behind his confidence, despite what it may appear like in the media. The Saturday Night Live alum opened up about his mindset that helps him cope with public perception, pressures, and varying interactions. Davidson recalled advice a friend shared that sticks with him today about what actually matters in life, including family. Above all, Pete Davidson is getting real. The Saturday Night Live alum opened up to people exclusively about his self-confidence, revealing the truth behind his outward-facing personality and mindset, despite what it may seem like in the media. "If you guys think I have confidence, I have been fooling everyone," Davidson, 31, admits to people exclusively when asked where he gets his own confidence from, before then reflecting on a piece of his past that had a large impact on his life. "It's so difficult to say anything in print and not be afraid to come across the wrong way," he continues. "But I had a really tight childhood, and like the worst thing that ever could have happened to me when I was 7. Davidson was just 7 years old when his dad, Scott Matthew Davidson, an NYC firefighter, died in the 9/11 terrorist attacks in 2001. He has often spoken about his late father, both in interviews and on social media, and honors him, too. Since then, the Staten Island native tells POPL how his mentality has evolved, and opened up about what really matters to him in life despite different pressures and interactions that arise day in and day out. "I've kind of just been like, F kid. Like, who they cares? You know? And like, F everyone," he says. The comedian admitted that he's obviously fallen into traps in the past before then going on to cite a few examples. "Trying to be of service to others and not take care of myself, and like just try people please," he transparently shares. Over time, Davidson has learned what's ultimately really important in his life. It's newer for him, but it's freeing. "At the end of the day, it's like your family matters and your 2 or 3 friends that you have matter. Everybody else can go themselves," he says, adding, "and you don't have to put all this pressure on yourself." "This is sort of newer for me," he continues, of this mental approach to public perception. "But I think it kind of shows if you see me now. It's a little different because I went through something pretty tough. I just think who cares what people you don't even know think," he adds. "Like who the F cares you don't know them." The Buckus actor then shared a piece of advice his friend previously told him that helps put anxious thoughts into perspective. He recalled the specific instance that prompted his pal to impart some guidance. "I was feeling really bad about. I just thought this certain celebrity didn't like me," Davidson remembers. "It was a couple of years ago, and my friend, who I've been friends with forever, said, 'Hey man, no one is thinking about you like that. No one gives a f about you. Everyone is just thinking about themselves, and the only thing people want from you is when they see you on TV, they want to laugh.' That's it," the stand-up comic continues of his friend's advice. "Everyone's so wrapped up in their own so don't worry about it." Elsewhere in the interview, Davidson spoke with people about his partnership with AXE and the brand's new campaign centered around helping younger guys embrace their self-confidence and feel comfortable in their own skin. The New Yorker, who's famously not on social media, shared tips about in-person communication and overcoming fears to interact face-to-face as opposed to hide behind a screen. "As far as young dudes, I'm having a tough time in today's society, and I can't imagine growing up with a device, a phone or a computer that just makes you miserable all day and tricks you into thinking you have to go on it all day," he says. To Davidson, he believes a lot of innocence is taken away, and a lot of anxiety is provided as a result. "I just think social media and the internet in general is the devil, and I just think there's going to be new studies in the next 5, 10, 20 years of how it ruined, the future of humans." Although he acknowledges it can be scary and uncomfortable to drop the phone, Davidson confidently concludes, "I promise you it's so worth it to talk to a human and see that there is goodness in the world."